Hello, and welcome to HPE Discover 2025, coming to you from Las Vegas. My name's Alexia Clements, Senior Vice President of Hybrid Cloud Solution Sales at HPE. Joining me today is Abdi Goodarzi, the U.S. Chief Commercial Officer for Zora AI at Deloitte, as well as Sune Baastrup, CIO at Danfoss. Thank you so much for joining today. So we've had a partnership between Deloitte and Danfoss for many years, and I'm excited to have you both here with us today. So Abdi, what we're seeing right now, over the course of all those years in our partnership, we've seen so many versions and iterations of AI, and it's constantly evolving. From a human need in our homes and vehicles with AI assistance, to now AI agents. So from your perspective, in Gen AI and also with all the innovation that's happening, how would you say AI is really unlocking the ambition of our organizations and how they're transforming the way that they work?
Alexia, thank you so much for having me here today. If you look at the pace of innovation, it's been incredibly fast. And if you look at what it really unlocks, it unlocks the power of data for every organization. Because in the past, data was in different containers, data was kept in different quarters of the business, and the ability to connect it all together was complicated. That's just the reality of it. Some was in systems, some were related by humans, but now generative AI and agentic AI allows organizations to actually bring all this power together very quickly and tap into capabilities that we always wanted to, but it was really expensive or costly to implement. And as a result of that, I think organizations are coming up with different use cases and ideas that they never thought it was possible to do. And that's what I am excited about, and that's what Zora AI is about. Bring the power of agentic capabilities to enterprise and allow the enterprises to reimagine work. That to me is the most important and the most exciting part of AI, reimagine work.
And really how companies can become smarter, more efficient.
Absolutely, and again, AI, as technological as it sounds, it's really about bringing the power of business to life, and if you look at the ways of the past, it was, basically complicated IT systems were needed in order to allow the business to grow, do whatever was critical for the business. But now it is not as expensive, it's not as complicated, and all those capabilities are easier and faster to achieve. But it's, again, AI enabling business achievements and business outcomes.
Exactly. So, and this is pretty massive for companies, and it's also massive for companies who really operate in this hybrid cloud environment. And how can you leverage AI agents at scale, as well as just the massive amounts of data that enterprises have? And how do you have that specialized skill set and really the requirements around security and what are you going to do with your data? So one example is Danfoss. So Sune, thank you so much for being here. And Danfoss is really about improving data centers and the efficiency and the uptime, and that's a major part of your business. So how are you seeing utilizing AI agents in your business?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for being here. It's great to be back at Discover and see all of those great innovations in that short time since we were here last year. So for us, when we look at AI, it's all about creating impact in our business. It's about accelerating business processes. It's about amplifying our capabilities. And when we take one step deeper into our business, we have divided it into, you can say, two main areas. One thing is we want to make sure that our customers get a continuous better experience. And the other part is when we look at our AI usage in Danfoss, it's about competitiveness, it's about efficiency. And when we take that into the data center area, it's all about making sure that as those demands grow in the data center space, we are able to support our customers and not limit the speed of innovation or the compute power that we see by making sure that the data centers that we together build and provide, that they continue to strive to be as CO2 neutral as possible, driving low energy consumption and thereby also a low cost of operating the data centers.
Absolutely. How are you seeing AI agents really change that, the customer experience?
I mean, it is a new concept for organizations to consider humans and machines getting work done and executing work. So there is, some level of adoption and change management that every organization is going through. And as any other technology that comes around or any innovation, majority of the organizations and enterprises start with use cases and think about, how these use cases can come together. One challenge that many organizations have is thinking technically about these use cases and thinking about the architecture, the engineering aspect of it. And when you can bring the power of AI to life is when you think about the business ROI and outcomes that you're expecting that technology bring to life and how important it is to make the two, to work together. Then you realize that access to the data, having, a model that collects more data creates advantage for organizations. And that's what I love to hear from Antonio, that, the roadmap of how HPE helps enterprises is based on hybrid cloud, AI, and networking. Because if you collect massive amounts of data, you need storage, and you need, networking capabilities that brings it all together. And eventually you need AI capabilities to bring the value out of those data sets to the enterprise. So if you bring the two together, you can actually bring in a differentiated model. And again, I keep emphasizing on the ability to reimagine work and do things that we did not do before. That's the possibilities of AI.
It's pretty incredible. Sune, how is Danfoss thinking about that reimagining work with AI, and especially in partnership with Deloitte?
So when we approach AI use case, and I'm totally with you here, that we need to look at those outcomes and also what are we capable of today, accelerating that, but also looking into what are we not capable of today and how can AI support us building strength and capabilities in those spaces. We break that down into a 4-step model. First, we look at the impact that we're after, right? And this is a transformative technology, so we want to make sure that all of our leaders, they take ownership. They understand the impact that we're after. Then we take the next step in our world, and that's making sure that the use cases we build are scalable. We can scale them across our customer base, we can scale them across our supply chain, scale them across our HR finance environment. Because if they're scalable, the return on investment is so much faster for us. Then we want to make sure that we have the resources available. And I think that we all know that AI talent is rare. And for us, resources mean we are ready. We have the talent available in that part of our business where we want to drive this. It also means that our customers or our suppliers are ready to actually onboard the AI journey. And the last part is to make sure that we have ready technology, mature technology, and that we have high quality data, because those are the prerequisite for us to scale fast and impactful. And that's where I really think that collaboration that we have amongst us is something that accelerates the introduction of AI, and at the end of the day gives us a much faster return on investment. Because with the private cloud AI, we have a ready framework. With Zora, we have a ready catalog of already proven use cases. Applying that in to our business also means that we only have to fine-tune those use cases. Whereas the main responsibility with us is to make sure that we have high quality data and that we drive the change management of making sure that introducing a transformative technology like AI is actually democratizing both upwards in the system as well as downwards in our systems. And I think we should not underestimate how big a task that is to make sure that we get buy-in and ownership in our leadership across the companies in both those directions.
You absolutely are going to need to have that leadership buy-in across the organization. What are you seeing with Zora AI and the CFO Insights in across the customers that you speak to? Because Sune brought up some great examples, and is there other things that you're seeing that, in the customers that you interact with?
Yeah, so Zora AI started with finance, and finance is, you can say it's the heart of the business. That's where you connect the dots between your talent, between your supply chain, your products, and all comes together. And at the end of the day, every enterprise looks at ways to enhance its capabilities through some analyticals and insights and data sets that allows them to actually run the business better. So CFO Insights focuses on kind of bringing those, like insights and problem solving ideas and capabilities to life in an almost real-time basis, and activating them in a way that was never done before. Mm-hmm. And let me give you an example. In today's world, we have people who actually create reports.
Yes.
People who analyze the reports, and people who actually make sense out of the reports. And eventually we have executives that makes decision by those reports. How about if we, create agentic capabilities and digital workforce that caters the entire stack of activities that happens end to end, from report creation to report consumption to decision making. That is the power of agentic capabilities that digital workers bring to life. All of a sudden, you can actually have more efficient ways of executing work, and also more insights and foresights to make better decisions, which is a win-win for everybody. So that's how CFO Insights enables the capabilities of CFO and its executive leadership team.
It's pretty exciting times that we're embarking on, and it's just amazing to see what we're going to see, in the next few years in terms of the technology. So it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for being here. It really, for me, I think Zora AI Finance on HPE Private Cloud is really a game changer. And I think it's that, that turnkey solution, in partnership with Deloitte, is going to really show a lot of, value to our customers and really make an impact in how we do business. So thank you both so much for being here, and have a great rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us here at HPE Discover Las Vegas 2025. To learn more about content on HPE Private Cloud AI or Zora AI by Deloitte, please visit us at hpe.com/discover.